Hey guys, Gamer of Gamers in the Zone, and welcome to another episode of Touhou 2, Story of Eastern Wonderland. In the last episode, I'm kind of reaching that point where it's like, kind of becoming the same thing over and over again. I'm certain that Freezing Time probably left some informal comments, but I've kind of forgotten at this point. Just know that Freezing Time, I am still paying attention to your comments. I'm just at that point where I'm not bothering that much to really show it in the video. Mainly because I'm reaching that point in the Let's Play where I'm noticing that I'm just kind of beginning to get bored with it. So we'll see if I'm a bit more in the mood to do this today. So I think another thing that factors down to, like, when I'm recording these is within the time frame of convenience, like along with if I'm just in the mood to play these kind of games. And I'd say compared to last time, I'm a little bit more in the mood this time around. So I won't be just like completely giving up as much as I did last video. So yeah, I do plan on putting in a bit more effort to do better this time around. Though I don't think this is going to make it any easier. Nonetheless, I'm definitely going to be putting in a decent effort to try and make it sure I get some decent patterns in here, so I can really be able to do well against the bosses, as well as knowing the best times to bomb, because that's something I'm definitely going to want to keep making sure I'm keeping track of. So that way I lose the least amount of lives possible in those early on stages. So I do think I'm starting to get the hang of knowing when the best times to bomb are, at least in most of the game. So I really got to make sure that I don't forget, and two, make sure I don't make any slip-ups that lead to me losing a life without using up all my bombs. So that's going to be kind of my objective for this episode. We'll see if we can pull it off or not, or if I'm just going to end this video as disappointed as I was last time. I'm willing to try do my best to finish this here, because it was heavily encouraged by Freezing Time to try and finish the game, as in get every single good ending. Especially with the fact that you have to get every good ending in order to unlock the extra stage in this game. Because you know how much I'm in the mood to always save the extra stages for Friday streaming. And I don't know if the extra stage is as hard as other extra stages I've done, or if it's going to be a similar gameplay style to this, and how it's mainly just knowing when the best times to bomb are. Either way, we'll see how it goes. For now, it's mostly just the usual of the first stage being simple. At least the first stage has some decently enjoyable music. Alright, moving on to the next stage. Take that. That was close. I was a bit worried that I was getting a bit too close there, but we're good. And of course I missed the power. Okay. Alright, go time. thing that these guys are simple. Oh, jeez, I noticed some of them are trying to creep up on me from behind. That's interesting. Never seen them do that before. Nonetheless, we're still on a roll for the start of the video. Just keep this up and we should see signs of forward progress in no time. I just need to make sure I remember when the best times to bomb are when we get to the actual boss. Also, I'm picking up a lot of bombs, so I really hope I can make sure no trick deaths happen before we get to the moments where I know it's a good idea to use bombs. Because again, a lot of this is really going to come down to making sure I use bombs at the best times. Because one of the things that make me did bad in a lot of the previous episodes is the fact that I was a bit lackluster in using the bombs, that attacks that are a bit tricky or like out of nowhere were some of the ones where it's like I really should be just bombing them if they're giving me that hard of a time, and I keep forgetting to use bombs. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's something I've always had a problem with in most of my Touhou Let's Plays, is that I can never figure out the best time to use bombs, but it seems like that's really going to be the essential key to allowing me to win here. Is by making sure I actually am actively using my bombs. Something that's always been the challenge, because, you know, there's always the usual formula of wanting to make sure you use them, but at the same time not waste them whenever you get to an attack that you do pretty much need bombs for. Like this attack, I know is a bit frustrating to deal with, so I know it's easier to just bomb my way through it. That's usually the easier formula to avoiding that particular attack. I wasn't ready for that. I'm certain I probably could have dodged that, but I just wasn't quite ready for that. And I still die anyway. Of course, since it was at least to the boss, I'm willing to make an exception that, you know, good play. I'll be willing to keep going, since it was a legitimate good play. And I at least used a decent amount of my bombs, so I'm at least reasonably satisfied by that. As long as it's no really stupid deaths, that's what's really going to get me to want to, you know, start restarting the game like I did multiple times last episode. Alright, this one's simple. As long as you keep an eye on where all the balls are coming from. This one shouldn't be too bad. As long as you keep an eye on where the balls are going to end up to make sure. Also, I learned my lesson last time to know that it is not a good idea to remain directly underneath her. I learned that lesson last episode. That was not a good strategy. Even if it... Yeah, see, stuff like that for when she starts unleashing the balls straight down. There we go. I'm willing to take one hit on the second stage because, you know, that was a legitimate good play. I would say I'll only be not satisfied with it if I see later on that, you know, it may be a bit more essential to make sure I don't die at all on the second stage. Or maybe I'll start... Here's what I'll do. Maybe next run, we make it a rule that every time she does that particular attack that I died to, even if there is some chance I may successfully dodge it, to just bomb it as a means of guaranteeing that, you know, I don't lose a life there. Alright. Oh yeah, they start firing at me if I don't shoot them, that's right. Although now I'm already at full power. So now it's mainly just ensuring that I don't get too overwhelmed by the amount of bullets on screen. Except now we have multiple forces coming from multiple directions. Even though I dodged that, that kind of scared me that it caused me to use up a bomb. Again, though, best I used up up these bombs rather than not use them. I for some reason forgot how to avoid these guys. I did such a good job in all of my previous videos, yet it's like I forgot the formula here. There's the formula. I don't know how I forgot the formula there, but that simple forgetting caused me to use up a bomb. Again, though, better I use the bombs than not use them at all and end up dying while still having plenty of bombs to use, because, again, the bombs reset every time I die, so it's really a good idea I make sure I use up every single bomb I have before dying. That's the objective, making sure I use up every bomb before dying. Alright, I'm going to focus more on the points, because while the power does add up a bit when you collect enough of them, the maximum amount of points you get for collecting the maximum amount of power combo, I'd say isn't very high, that you kind of want to focus more on the points rather than on the power. Okay, good thing I have widespread on, so this part's easy. Always that part's simple. So here we get to this. Okay, so it's always the ones, the side middle ones that always start firing first. The ones that are attackable first, and only streaming attacks. These first few phases are quite predictable. It's only when the middle core opens that it starts to get a bit more difficult. Because, like, the side cores, they just unleash streaming attacks. The only one that's a legitimate challenge is the center core. And I've pretty much gotten down the entire attack pattern at this point, that it's really not much of a challenge. And I know that, which ones unleash bombs. Alright, I'm just gonna unleash bombs there to play it safe. Because I know there's always points in this fight where I always get hit by the most ridiculous stuff. So I'm gonna play it safe there. Even if there is the chance that that's one of the areas where I don't normally die to. Come on, open up again, so I can keep shooting at you. And some of these attacks are legitimate patterns that I can legit memorize, like these. But that's not much of a challenge to memorize. A little bit worried there, so I decided to play it safe on that attack. Playing it safe on a lot of these. Somehow that's scary, even though it's just a few spheres of power. I've seen much scarier orbs and cores than that, Reimu. I can guarantee you that. Trust me, if you're wanting to see real scary stuff, you should see, like, those, like, defense systems from the, that UFO in, that one episode of Gravity Falls. I'm sure those of you who have watched Gravity Falls know which episode I'm talking about. The one with the... where I think they were, like, looking for, like, a material that would allow them to permanently seal the rift. And basically, as they were infiltrating the ship that would help them with that, they, I think, triggered one of the defense systems. Like, that part was legitimately scary in that, like, I'd probably be like Dipper in how I'd probably get captured on that part, because, like, the only way to properly avoid that... Uh-oh, I'm out of bombs. That's not good. I'm all out of bombs. Uh-oh, this might be a problem, because normally this is one of the moments where you really want to make sure you have some bombs ready. So not having bombs here is a very bad thing, because that basically leaves you in a position where you could easily get... yeah, like that. Hey! Could you guys go off screen and not keep trying to home in on me? Thank you. Well, at least I used up all my bombs, so it's at least not that bad of a death. Since, you know, I at least used up all my bombs. Alright, and then you come back. Alright, gotta be wary of those homing projectiles. There we go, that was good. And we get an extra life, so that's good. I'm definitely memorizing a lot from my previous adventures. Also, if I remember correctly, I keep forgetting if it was earlier on in this stage or more towards the later on, but I thought there was a regular enemy that regularly drops a bomb when you kill it. Alright, 5 lives, 3 bombs. Let's see how this goes. Yep, it's Mima. And, of course, we got Marisa to contend with. She's gonna whip out the Orbs of Power. I keep forgetting that small orbs unleash a small stream of bullets. Whoops. Alright, just... Oh, great. We just started and already we're off to a... I forgot that she does that. A lot of stuff I've clearly forgotten from my previous episode. That went right into me. How was I supposed to avoid that? There's no way anyone could have been ready for that. Okay, I was at least smart enough to know how to avoid that. Hey, you can't do that while I'm busy trying to avoid something else. I don't think that's really fair for you to do something like that while I'm busy trying to avoid another attack. Really gotta stop with those annoying attacks. Alright, I'm just gonna play it safe here and just bomb my way past that. Just to play it safe. Alright, she's going out with the streaming attack. Playing it safe. Again. I know I've been playing it safe a lot. Okay, I'm at least a bit more ready for those circle star attacks. That I'm at least, you know, doing a bit better job of avoiding that particular attack. Oh, I ran out of bombs. Okay. Oh, Marisa, this needs to stop. Could you take a break, Marisa? Here, I'm just gonna bomb my way past that because that was a little overwhelming. Ah, no, I bombed that! It's always that attack. Okay, back to the streaming and moving around attack. It's always Marisa that seems to take away a large chunk of my extra lives. Alright, just playing it safe there. I think I successfully avoided it, but I wanted to play it safe there. I thought that one bomb would be enough to take it out. And, of course, I still get hit. Of course. Finally! Took me all 5 of my extra lives. And a few bombs. Alright, I'm gonna have to be really at the top of my game here if I want to defeat Mima and get the good ending. So let's go. Alright, let's go, Mima. 0 extra lives. So we'll see how this goes. I don't think we'll be able to do this. But, Yep. At least we made it all the way to the final boss, so even if I die here, at least I'll be satisfied knowing that, you know, I managed to make it all the way to the final boss instead of getting game over at Marisa. So at least I'm seeing signs of forward progress. That's the good news. Okay. So now I have a bit of a better idea, though, on what stuff easily kills me and what stuff I should really be using up my bombs on. Because, yeah, alright. But at least I'm seeing signs of forward progress. That's the good news. So, let's go ahead and go back into the highly mobile type. So I'm definitely seeing signs of forward progress, so I'm definitely knowing better what stuff to use my bombs on. Alright, here we go. Here we go again. What do we got? Oh yeah, it's gonna whip out the underwater cannons. There we go. I'll take that. And no, that was a bit too far away for me to grab both of them. Can I still get... Nope, I think that was too close to the side of the screen for me to pick that. It's always the... Oh no, I was able to grab that one that time. Good. That one was going too fast. I knew I'd just die if I were to try to get that one. Come on, show up on the bridge, guys. Huh! I am not picking up anything right now. Come on, pick up some points and power. What? Here we are. Alright, then it's gonna unleash the out-of-nowhere bullets that come from out of nowhere. What was that? I don't know what I just did there, but that was disappointing. Let's try again. Alright, we have the ghosts that appear over here. You know, I'd be a bit more... Well, what happened? I was doing so good in my first attempt, and then out of nowhere, I'm, like, unable to do well, all of a sudden. It's like... The Touhou lords knew that, like, I was getting too good, that they realized they need to, kick the difficulty up a notch, even though I'm still playing on normal difficulty, in order to ensure I don't win. They were like, uh-oh, this guy's getting good. Come on, let's try and crush his good mood by throwing sudden bad stuff that happens at him early on in the game to crush his hopes of winning. Well, even if that is the case, I am at least satisfied knowing that I did make some forward progress. And while I would have preferred actually defeating Mima there, I will be satisfied, you know, knowing that I at least got to her without having to use any continues. I always feel like it's just specifically Marisa that gives me the hard time and seems to use up the majority of my extra lives. Because I know a lot of Mima's attacks, and I know plenty of places where it's like, you could tell that like I was doing a much better job against her compared to Marisa back when I beat this game with the defensive type. So I know for a fact that Mima is like much easier than Marisa. I always notice that's the pattern in these Touhou games, is that it always seems like the boss that you face before the final boss is always feels harder, and I'm not sure if it's because of the unique mechanics, like the fact that, you know, Marisa kept whipping out those orbs. Get over here. I mean, I lost my train of thought. Alright. Back to, shooting down some tanks. Be getting me with the same tricks this time, buddy. I know this tank's pattern well. The thing you got me with last time was only a small slip-up. And I can guarantee you that won't be happening again, okay? Also, this last attack is quite predictable. I know it's a first stage boss, but still, though. On an adventure in the woods. On a nice Saturday night. It's a nice peaceful trip through the woods. What could possibly go wrong? I must have reached the score threshold to get an extra life. Wonder what my good old pal Slenderman's up to tonight. I'm sure he's having a good old time, having fun with whoever else is in the forest tonight. That would be an interesting thing to think about, is what would happen if, like, they were to put other classic horror characters in the Touhou, like Slender Man and like the whatever other horror games are out there with Scare Summon. I'm just like, just be interesting to see like the reactions of certain Touhou characters and what they would think about the situation. Gotcha. Alright, and then up next... What was up next? Oh yeah, these guys... I was able to take these guys out easily last time. And yeah, I'm sure it's probably because I'm playing with the mobile type, which is designed to go up against large hordes of enemies. So, though, it is pretty satisfying to be able to easily go through all these guys. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Ah! Was wanting to get the power there. Well, at least I didn't get hit. Alright, boss time. So this time, let's stick to the plan here in that I'm gonna be... Every time she unleashes the chaotic attack, that I just go ahead and bomb it rather than try to avoid it. Because, yeah, that never seems to work out well. I still die to something else anyway. My entire plan basically just backfired there. You know, I had a plan. It's because I'm going from this angle instead of what I did last time. I don't know why I'm doing this strategy when it's clearly the inferior strategy. So, I, like, do one thing, but then completely forget about something else, which ends up causing my entire plan to backfire. And once again, I'm left with only one extra, losing an extra life. Did I seriously just walk into that? Alright, now, okay. The 30 minutes, so that means that's I'm still in the mood to keep playing, so I'm gonna do what I usually do and make sure that my next run past the 30-minute mark is a full run instead of just restarting whenever I die early on. That is, unless dying early on ends up really crushing my mood to keep playing. I mean, even if we do have to end the episode soon, I still have some satisfaction in knowing that, you know, I was able to get to the 5th stage without using continues. And while it would have been preferred that I actually win, I'm, you know, a simple amount of forward progress is at least something to be reasonably satisfied about. That's what I say. I want to go after these tanks, but at the same time, I don't want what happened last time to happen again. And where a cannon appeared right in front of me and shot me down when I wasn't ready for it. I really would not like something like that to happen again. So I'm choosing the safer option of simply avoiding the cannon fire. What even are these things that are dashing down at me? They're like, they look kind of like beetles or something, or like they're supposed to be some kind of a mask. Is this like Majora's Mask? Oh, come on. Come on now. Is it gonna unleash? Okay, no, not yet. I know it's gonna get to the, I don't know where bullets eventually here. Here they are. Alright. That's always simple to get through. And up next, we got the first stage boss. Let's go. enough of this boss fight theme. I am almost done. Just bored and... I always notice that's something I do. It's like, whenever I hear a lot of the same theme in these games, and it just starts to, you know, feel repetitive to me, I just start trying to come up with lyrics for these themes. That's something I always seem to do. Because it does kind of get to the point where, you know, you do the same stuff over and over again. You're bound to get bored and are going to want to find some ways to have that mood pass by. Here we are. Hello there. And there we go. Over here. It's not that big of a deal, it's just a few points. How did I miss that? Are those bullets always red? There we are. What do we got? I am one of these guys, that's right. I remember now. Come on. Of course I miss it all. Come on. Ah! Here we are. Alright, boss time. This time, stick to the right, because it seems to be when I stick to the left that I kind of ran out of space on that one attack. So we stick to one side of things, stick to this edge, and just go high up here. That's what works. So what's gonna work best here? Alright, I'm gonna unleash the attack. Okay, that time, plenty of time for me to react, so I had nothing to worry about there. Alright, this time, let's bomb that. Okay, the plan's kind of working. Ah! Okay, yeah, it's working. That was very fast. Yeah, I'm just playing a bit safe there. It looked mostly safe to me, but, you know, I like to play it safe. Ah! Oh, okay. Keep it safe now. We're on a roll this run. And with this being the last run of the episode, I want us to end on a good note. So, oh geez, I'm getting cornered. Okay, I managed to escape. Don't worry about it. Managed to escape that. We got a good 4 lives going, but we don't have any bombs, so we're gonna want to be careful here. Still have no idea what's causing that shaking up ahead. I can't remember if Freezing Time told me or not what that shaking was on this stage. Not that it's important, though. I'm just curious because, you know, you play the same game over and over again enough times, it's going to get to a point where you're going to get curious of everything going on. And wonder every little detail. Kind of like how whenever you lose in a Five Nights at Freddy's game, there's always sometimes that little secret game over mini-game that plays and leaves you curious as of what sort of hidden lore the game is trying to secretly teach you. Alright, I have no bombs here, so I'm gonna want to... I really need to make sure I keep this pattern memorized. It should be fairly simple, so it's like... shouldn't be that bad. I just gotta... It's like, this is simple stuff right here, and yet... I somehow needed a bomb earlier this episode. Alright, should be going down any second now. There we go. They're down. Now we can keep it going. Huh! Missed me. Now I have a chance to stack up a bunch of power and really get some points added up here. Of course, I'll also want to go for regular points as well, since they deliver some pretty neat points. Alright, next. Should remain on guard because, again, I am currently out of bombs. So I'm gonna make sure I'm ready for anything. I do know the first couple of phases of this next boss does drop a couple of bombs. So that's something to look forward to, as long as I can remember to make sure I pick them up safely. Alright, let's go! Alright, like always, this is simple stuff. Wait, which one got taken out first? Oh, it was the one with the power that got taken out first. Okay. Why does something feel different about this phase today? I don't know. Okay, get ready, and... Huh! Okay, good. Alright, and then this is where things get chaotic. And then... Just bomb it. Since I don't know what to expect there, usually. Ha! Oh, I thought I only had 2 bombs left. I must have picked up an extra one when I couldn't tell. Come on. I will say, out of all the bosses, this one's probably my favorite one in the game. While there is a little bit of unpredictability in some moments, I do also like some of the other stuff that happens in this fight. Alright, this should finish it off. So outside of you needing to use a few bombs, we've been doing mostly flawlessly on these first 3 stages. So we're going into the 4th stage with all of our lives intact. I know what the necessary moments to use my bombs on are. Oh, that was close. I saw that small bullet on the verge of hitting me there. Good thing I stopped it just in time. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. Ah! I am taking some very bold moves here. No sign of any bombs being dropped. I was certain one of the enemies here dropped a bomb. I am not paying attention to the bullets they're firing at me. I'm paying too much attention on actually trying to take them out and keep an eye out for any power they may drop. That's what I'm keeping an eye out on here. And it's causing me to have slight slip-ups like that. And it does make me kind of worried that at some point something's about to hit me when I'm not ready for it because I'm paying too much attention towards trying to take out all the enemies in the hopes that one of them drops a bomb, because that's what I remember happening. That was close. Huh! Okay. I don't know why I'm not using bombs on this fight. Let's go ahead and use a bomb now. Oh, if that counted as a hit, I would have been so mad, because I had just used a bomb there to try and finish it off. And then, oh man, that would have been so bad. Thank goodness it didn't come to that, though. But we're still on an absolute roll. So let's keep it up. Alright, round 2. This time, no bombs, so we gotta full force this bombless. Ah! Oh, did I get him? Only one time I really need to use bombs there. Alright. We made it all the way to Marisa without losing a single extra life. Not bad, if you ask me. Something big. Oh, wait a minute. Did we not get the extra life from the mid-boss? I just realized that. I think we might have not taken out the mid-boss there. And if so, that does mean we failed to get an extra life from her. And that does leave us back at 5 lives, which I think was the similar amount to when we got to Marisa in our last run. So this is really going to come down to my ability to avoid Marisa's attacks at the start here. And of course I immediately fail. Alright, this is a fairly basic attack. That stuff's predictable, since I at least know what I'm doing. I know I'm using the mobile type, but how much is it gonna take to take out those orbs? Yeah, I think I think that's one of the drawbacks of having the leaving the orbs out too long is she just straight up blows up the orbs. And yeah, it does not take her too long to start up another pack of orbs there. Ha! Oh, what is this? I don't remember an attack like this in my previous goes. Alright, that's one orb down. I got scared there. Please don't unleash the star attack. It's the star attack, of course. Right when I run out of bombs. Alright, I can see why... I can kind of see now why in a fight like this, I'd be at a bit more of an advantage using the offensive type. Considering the fact that I'm certain I'd probably be taking out Marisa much faster here. What's gonna... Okay. She blows up the orbs. Unleashes a fairly simple attack. We are out of bombs, though, so we gotta be careful. At least I'm using them up, though, so that's the good news. Okay, another wave of stars. Oh, come on, you're doing this while I'm in the middle of trying to avoid the stars. I can't tell if I got hit by a star there or if I got hit by the orbs. Also, I am beginning to run out of power. That may be a bit of a problem continuing the fight like this. At least my shots are now not as widespread as they were before, but there is the problem of the matter on that we do have to continue with this without the widespread ability. Though it might be easier, yeah, going about the fight like this. Man, she whips out the orbs way too often. Because I am getting really tired of always having to deal with the... And I swear I bombed there. Also, what's happening? Go down, please. Thank you. Alright, 3 lives, 3 bombs going up against Mima. And I'm certain the small waves of enemies here should be enough for us to get our power back up. Who knows, we may actually have it this episode. As long as I don't die too often to stupid stuff. I just gotta keep my guard up. Make sure I bomb at the right moments. And I should have this. Let's go, Mima! So not once but twice have I made it to Mima without having to use the continue, so I'm definitely seeing myself making forward progress this game. And I have high hopes that this will be the run. Seeing how we made it all the way here with 3 lives intact. As long as we don't have any stupid slip-ups, we should be good. For the most part, as long as we don't have too many slip-ups that require me to use a bunch of bombs. Like I just had to right there. Is it gonna blow up yet? Okay, not yet. Yeah, because of the mobile type, it's probably gonna take a while to like get to each phase of the fight. Oh, she also drops an extra life. Cool. Yep, I remember that attack well. To know that... Okay, I wanted to play it safe there. I couldn't tell if that was going to hit me or not. That hit me? Really? Also, I missed. Alright, we still have 3 lives left. So we could still be able to pull this off. As long as I don't make too many slip-ups now. I keep getting scared. Okay, this is an easy attack. That one I mainly just have to focus on being towards the middle. Bomb my way past that attack. Okay, oh, another bomb. Thank you. I'll just use it right away just to play it safe. So I didn't have really much confidence that I'd be avoiding that. Well, maybe I just needed... Okay, now, that wasn't widespread enough for me to slip through any openings. What was I supposed to do there? Okay, again, a bit more chaos. Ah! Just playing it safe. You are indeed... No, there's nothing for it. You think you can run? You're not going anywhere. I won't hold back now. I thought you said you weren't holding back from the start. Alright, but... Oh, jeez, Alright, let's just bomb through most of this. Because I am a little bit worried here. Because this phase was quite unpredictable last time I went up against it. So I'm very uncertain about this. I'm just going to play it safe for the most part. And for any of the unpredictable attacks like this... Okay, no, what was I supposed to do there? Come on, we're so close. I'm just on my way through. Yes! Okay, we did it. Another good ending this episode, folks. I'm glad I did one more run. I was considering if I should maybe end it back at the 30-minute point, but I chose to keep going, and I'm glad I went for it, because we managed to score another good ending, folks. I had not expected this. It's too late. Was smart with my bombs, knew what to expect in some areas, did kind of pretty good in some of the parts where I was out of bombs as well. 1 month later, finally finished cleaning the garden. Lunch break time! I've had a lot of free time lately. It's been a month since then, but nothing like that has happened. I guess she's decided to behave herself? Well, she is sealed up inside the shrine. Better check on her real quick. Hey, the seal's already broken. Oh no, what am I going to do? I guess after all that, I'm going to have to chase her again. In the end, history repeats itself as usual at the Hakurei Shrine. Hey, by the way, what is it? When Mima and others of the Hakurei Shrine, what on earth did they mean? That would be the ability to draw out the Yin-Yang Orb's true power. The true power of the Yin-Yang Orb. Yes, it's finally time to tell you. Must be something really amazing. It is... Last time I remember it was fragrance. The ability to eat sweets and not get fat. Is that what those guys were after? I mean, the ability to eat a bunch of sweets, I mean... I would enjoy that. Be able to enjoy as many dessert items as I could. Exactly, Zar Shrine 4. Anyway, I'm able to use... I didn't get to read it. As power as well. Of course, and you're the only one who can. Ah, this power of Hakurei is convenient. Being able to draw secret powers out at will is the greatest power. Here's the chocolate parfait you wanted. Next, give me some crepes and shortcake. And bring cookies, please. Certainly. Alright, good ending number 1. Congratulations. Alright, that gives us 2 out of the 3 good endings, leaving only the one that Freezing Time I recommended do as the second good ending, which was with the offensive type. The one that's heavily reliant on the Yin-Yang Orbs, and one that, from what I hear, is supposed to allow me to get through these bosses much quicker. Because now that I've made it all the way to the final boss, I could definitely tell it was taking me a lot longer to defeat Marisa and Mima in these fights. So that was something I definitely was able to notice. But regardless, I had more than enough... Well, I had enough extra lives and had plenty of bombs to work with, so we did good this episode, folks. Leaving only the highly offensive type, and we'll see how that goes. So, that's interesting. So, that basically means the true power of the Yin-Yang Orb has more than one ability. Not something that, you know, may be worth trying to conquer or even destroy the world over, but nonetheless some neat little abilities that would definitely be useful. That being said, we have managed to score another good ending, leaving only 1 left, and then after that, we can do what I always do, which is save the extra stage for Friday streaming. Although I still have to get to the extra stage boss of Touhou 11 as well. So that's gonna have quite a few things add up, and well, I don't know how many episodes it'll be till we get the next good ending, since we do still have the highly offensive type to go. Initial lives, initial bombs, yep. Quite a bit. I'm guessing it's still bad. Yep. Figured, considering the fact that once again I was left down to my last life to finish Marisa off, or Mima off. Nonetheless, I do feel pretty good in my ability to know when the best time to use bombs there. So that allowed me to do good this episode. Although my score was somehow less than a previous attempt where I made it to the 5th stage. Interesting. With that being said, though, we have beaten another... We've beaten the game again with another shot type and have gotten another good ending, leaving only one good ending left. Was not expecting to actually do it this episode, I'll tell you that. Though again, it does really seem to come down to the ability to use bombs well. So, yeah, that's something that I can definitely see being the pattern of these earlier games as something I should really do. That being said, I know I talked about this with Freezing Time before, but I would still be interested in knowing if you guys would be interested in seeing me continuing to Touhou 3, or continuing with the modern games and going to Touhou 12 now that I've gotten the remaining good endings in Touhou 11. I know I still have one good ending to go here in this game, but, you know, I would like to have the voting begin now that we're reaching a point where I'm close to being finished with this game. Excluding, of course, the extra stage, which I usually save for Friday streaming. So with that being said, thank you everyone for watching. And as always, if you enjoyed this episode and wish to see more of my content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and click that notification bell to stay notified of future uploads. And until next time, this is the Gamer of Gamers, and stay excellent, everyone!